how you doing? This is Mike on the south side of Chicago with Chicago Less Lethal. Back with another video. And in today's video, we're going to do a little battle royale with HPA and the umarex HDR68. And without further ado, let's get the video started. Thanks for tuning in today. As I just stated, we are going to be testing these two umarex HDR68s with HPA. We're going to see what hits a little bit with more performance. The buttstock HPA or under the bottom HPA. They're both 16Js. That's the valve block in there, 16 joule. These will get 42 plus joules, depending on temperature and the rating on your bottle. We're going to be using these little baby First Strikes. I think these are like 9-inch tanks. Okay. This one's at 3,000. And this one's at 3,000. These are probably like, I don't know, between 8 and 8 and a quarter, somewhere in there. Today's rounds will be the Chicago Less Lethal 8-gram shaped projectile. Okay? There's 5 there. There's 5 there. Everything's the same. Even Steven. Okay? So, let's put this one over here at the junker table. The junker table. Let's get this one at the junker table. Let's get the 2 mags. And 1 tank. You can see the chronographs right there. There's the other tank. Let's set up here. Okay. Good old, whoa. Sorry about this. Let me get that right there. Oh, that's actually pretty good. Yeah, we got all glories. All the old glories there. If you're new to this channel, welcome aboard. Sorry about that. If you're not new, welcome back. And if you're new or you're not new, I always don't. This is not even a recommendation. Just put these on. Put on safety glasses. It's better to have them and not need them than to need them and not have them. So let's do this one first. 16J valve. That's an empty mag. That ain't gonna do no good. Here we go. Here's the mag. 8 gram. Push this in there. Okay. Nothing in there yet. Okay. This does have a home defense adapter, HPA adapter. So here's the bottle, 3 Gs. I have pre-lubricated that O-ring. Hopefully these will go on. These adapters good here. All right, and here we go. Whoop. All right, you heard the click. There's the pen, indicator pen. We are hot. I do not have earplugs. Hold on, I'm going to put them in because these markers are loud. Here's one. Let's squish this up really quick. Sorry guys, I totally forgot. These umarex markers are, here's number 2. These umarex markers are quite loud. So I would probably even recommend ear protection as well. So let those foam up a bit. Here we go. Ready to go. All right, let's see what we get here. 362. That's pretty good. 354. 338. That was a ricochet. Oh, yeah. Got two more. 328. And last but not least, 336. Those good numbers. All right, let's degas. Well, first, let's clear. Safety. Clear. And we'll degas. Okay. And we are roughly at 2,000. So there you go. That was underneath. These little baby tanks are great. Nice and light. All right, let me put that over here for now. And now we will get our HPA buttstock version. Here's the 8 grams. Okay. Very nice. Here's our tank, 3,000. Let's screw that in. What am I going nuts here? Come on. There we go. All right. And all right, I don't know if you heard the click, but we are hot. This one's ready. Here we go. 356. So far the other one hit a little bit stronger. And if I was to guess why, I would guess because of that extra HPA adapter gave a little bit more air. But let's see, that's only one. We got 5 more. 328. We got a rock, we got a tie. 364. 350. Nice. Think we got one left? Yeah, we got one left. Here we go. 358. Let's go. I think we are clear. We are clear. Let me degas. I think you're going to get, you know, you can hear it degassing. I think you're basically going to get very similar numbers. Obviously, we just did the test. There are no pin kits added. There's no extra springs. These are all stock springs. Let me put this over here. Okay, let me go get the other marker. Hold on. You can look at the mighty junker table. All right, here's the other one. Okay, so what a great test. HPA 368, 364, 350, 320. I think 350 is like 46 joules. 360 I think is almost 50 joules. These are great. 50 joules is that's total stopping power. That is good, less lethal defense right there. Excellent. So I believe 360 is somewhere in the 50 joule range. That's with 825. All right, look at these little tiny bottles here. These are 825 tops, okay? Those numbers obviously change with higher on the PSI. Like you go, 900, 1,000, 1,100. These markers will hold it all day, okay? There's no pin kits in here. These are stock pins. Stock markers, 16 joule. That's the only thing I did is I put 16 joule valve in there, and that's it. So it just depends on your fancy. I mean, if you don't want to mess around with, modifying the case, then do this. And you're home free. I always recommend an ASA, an on-off ASA, because this way you can twist your bottle on. If you don't use all the air, empty it, and you're done. This could be, maybe someone would like, buttstock better, to put against their shoulder. I don't know. Maybe someone doesn't care about that, and just, either one of these is a great self-defense, marker. And I've got these on the buy, sell, trade, less lethal. I got these listed. So go over there and check them out if you're interested. You just seen what they can do. They're awesome. They'll come with rounds. I'll give you like, you know, whatever. I'll give you like 10 rounds. I'll give you 2 magazines and 10 rounds. They will come with the adapter. They will not come with the bottle. So they'll come as is. No HPA adapter here. No HPA adapter here. No on-off ASA and no bottle. And they're listed. I'll give you the whichever marker you want for the price listed, and then 2 magazines, 5 rounds with I'll give you whatever. I'll give you like those 8 grams that we just used here. Here's another one that popped off the thing. These are great rounds. So 340, you're at 44 joules. 350, you're at 46. 368, you're at 50 joules. So excellent test, excellent markers. There's the showdown, you know, of the 2 umarex HDR 6816J valve. Like it says right there, 42 plus joules. That's fair to say that. So, let's see here. We got a business card over here. That's it. Video complete. Very, very excited about that. Great markers from umarex for sale. Luke 22:36 is how we close over here if you're new. Close with a Bible verse here. He that hath no sword, let him sell his garment and buy one. Maybe even buy one like this. Or, hey, maybe even buy one like this. Why not? And if I had a hands-free, I'd hold one in my right hand and one in my left. And I'd be a hombre there, the less lethal on the south side of Chicago. Hey, look at that thing. I'm almost getting ready to mount this on this. Very close, very close, very close. So, one other quick thing. These, these are ready for HDXs. We're going to have 2 more HPA ones very soon, ladies and gentlemen. Can't wait. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. What a video. What a great marker. You guys are awesome. Stay safe. And as always, God bless you all.